Hello guys, this is Revolution. On this video today, we are going to be discussing hypothetically what will change if Zalama, the Dragon God, does indeed make his debut into the Dragon Ball franchise. As of the date of making this video, Zalama hasn't appeared in Dragon Ball Super. However, his creation, the Super Dragon Balls, which were introduced to us in episode 28 by Champa and Vados, were introduced. And then in episode 31, Bulmark goes to visit Zuno. Now Zuno is able to answer any question you ask him. He is probably the closest we've got to omniscient in the Dragon Ball verse. Zuno confirms that Zalama is a dragon god who created the Super Dragon Balls and was not in fact the dragon that appears upon collecting the Super Dragon Balls and summoning, who is Super Shenron. It goes without saying, but just to clear it up in case anybody is still confused as to who Super Shenron and Zalama are, the big golden dragon that you saw after the God of Destruction tournament was indeed Super Shenron, not to be confused with the Shenron of Earth's Dragon Balls. The Dragon God Zalama, however, created the Super Dragon Balls and is independent of the Super Dragon Balls. So where exactly is this Dragon God that created Super Dragon Balls that can grant any wish? Surely he must be incredibly powerful. Where is he? Well, as of right now, we simply do not know. However, this hasn't stopped people in the Dragon Ball community speculating on when he may appear or where exactly he is. So we're going to delve further into that mystery in this video. But before we discuss further, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I've got a library full of very diverse content, theories, power scaling, news, reviews, and character arc discussions. If you love Dragon Ball, I'm certain you will love this channel. And keep smashing that like button, guys. Every like helps my content out dearly. So as mentioned earlier, the Super Dragon Balls were created by the Dragon God Zalama. They were created in the 41st year of the Divine Calendar. What exactly the Divine Calendar represents, we don't know. Obviously, it's the calendar of the gods, but did it come before the regular timeline, or is it in coordinates with the regular timeline? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And another bit of strange information we found out from Zuno was that Zalama had to gain a patent to create the Super Dragon Balls. What exactly that means, once again, is a complete mystery, but it does suggest that there was a society of divine creatures at one point in time. Obviously, Zalama was one of these divine creatures. It is possible that he no longer exists, but considering the power still remains in the Super Dragon Balls, it leads you to believe that he probably does still exist. So obviously we're talking hypothetically here, but if Zalama was to come and be introduced into the Dragon Ball Super series physically, what would be the implications of such an introduction? When you consider the Super Dragon Balls have been stated on many occasions by many different beings, including the likes of Champa, Vados, Whis, the Grand Priest, Zuno, and Zamasu, to be able to grant any wish. And these wishes even include reversing Zeno, the Omni King's erasure. At least that's what's implied to us when they demonstrated Vegeta claiming that he would bring back the Universe 6 Saiyans. What power Super Shenron has in relevance to the likes of the Grand Priest and Zeno remains to be seen, but the ability to reverse an erasure is pretty damn powerful. In fact, I released a video a couple of months ago called Why Super Shenron Could Erase Zeno. In that video, we discuss Super Shenron's power and whether, well, like it said on the video title, could he erase Zeno or not? I bring up some interesting points for and against. If you haven't seen it, it's a good watch. Check it out. I'll link it on the end screen to this video. And even if Super Shenron's power is only capable of reversing an erasure, maybe he doesn't have the power to erase Zeno himself, still, you would have to believe that the creator of these Super Dragon Balls has more power than the Super Dragon Balls themselves, obviously that being Zalama. In episode 108, it was stated by Whis that the Super Dragon Balls could even erase a God of Destruction. So Super Shenron is God of Destruction level bare minimum. You'd have to say higher considering you could erase one. So sure, Super Shenron has to be summoned by somebody that gathers the Dragon Balls. He can't destroy a God of Destruction on his own accord. He has to be asked to do it. But Zalama, who put the powers into the Super Dragon Balls, doesn't have such a restriction. Zalama should easily body a God of Destruction. I mean, I use the word body, but actually, Super Shenlong could erase a god of destruction. That's literally wipe Beerus on a completely astral level from existence. Not only that, he could also reverse it and bring you back as well. He has actually demonstrated abilities that the Omni King, someone who is considered the most eminent being in the whole entire verse, hasn't demonstrated to be able to do. Whether Zeno can or not remains to be seen, but all we've seen Zeno do is pretty much destroy or erase. This is what has led to a lot of people theorising that Zeno may actually be the supreme god of destruction, and also theorising that Zalama could be the real supreme Kai, if you get what I'm saying. But if a being of Zalama's magnitude was to be introduced back into the series, how would this affect the likes of the Grand Priest and Zeno? Would they be worried about a being that powerful, or would they be friends with Zalama from long ago? I could see Zeno not knowing who Zalama is, but I don't believe that the Grand Priest wouldn't know who Zalama is. The Grand Priest did, after all, collect the Super Dragon Balls for the Tournament of Power, and he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wouldn't do his research. And once again, Zalama was in existence at the time of the Divine Calendar. Now, when you consider the Gods of Destructions, they are elected into their position. That position is to fulfill his duty of maintaining the balance in the universe along with the Supreme Kai of that universe. So despite being millions of years old, at least in Beerus' case, the Gods of Destructions and the Gods of Creations haven't lived long enough to go all the way back to before the universes were created. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot we don't know about Beerus and the history of the God of Destruction role in general. That would be some awesome information to find out. But you would imagine the Divine Calendar extends to even before the creation of the multiverse. Whether the 41st year of that Divine Calendar is inside the years the multiverse was created, that is something we don't know yet. We've got to wait to find out. Though, upon announcing the Tournament of Power, the Grand Priest actually used the term the King's Calendar. Obviously, this is most likely referring to the Omni King. It states, on the 3 billionth, 135 millionth, 500,603rd day of the King's Calendar. That's a long time. However, I believe what that's trying to say is maybe this is the inception of Zeno. Which begs the question, what came first, the Divine Calendar or the King's Calendar? This is what I love. There's so much about these upper echelons of the god hierarchy that is still a mystery to us, especially the angels, Zeno, even the gods of destruction are still largely a mystery to us. Hopefully in the future of Dragon Ball we'll get an explanation. I mean, don't hold your breath, but hopefully. There's so much to be explained, and that actually has me excited about the future of Dragon Ball Super. But as it currently stands, Zeno has the ultimate power, being the most eminent being in the universe, as well as having an ability that seems to be able to erase anybody. But if a being came that was able to nullify that power and ultimately lower Zeno's position, or should I say control and authority over the multiverse, surely that's going to upset somebody. I mean, this is just talking about Zalama's position within the echelon of gods. However, you have to look at what Zalama has created as well. He created the Super Dragon Balls. Essentially, the Dragon Balls you see on Earth and Namek are literally fragments of the Super Dragon Balls. Now, we know that it takes the Namekians to get the Dragon Balls to work. If Dende was to be killed on Earth, the Dragon Balls of Earth would stop working. Champa also confirmed that the Namekians of Universe 6 have Dragon Balls in episode 28. Clearly, the Namekians are closely affiliated with the Dragon Ball's power, which makes you wonder whether the Namekians themselves could be descendants of Zalama himself. We have even seen Piccolo himself use things like matter manipulation by creating clothes or adding weight to his clothes. The Namekians clearly have some abilities that a lot of other races, for example, Goku and Frieza, are both significantly more powerful than Piccolo, yet they have never demonstrated matter manipulation. So it's possible that the introduction of Zalama in the Dragon Ball Super series could have some relevance to the Namekians. Who knows? Piccolo might even get a power hack because of it. Maybe we will see God Piccolo, or something of that ilk. I know it seems like Piccolo's been completely forgotten about, especially after that elimination from the Tournament of Power. That was embarrassing. But by associating Zalama with the Namekians, it would be a really good, efficient way of helping Namekians, and Piccolo in particular, become relevant again. If Saiyans can have a Super Saiyan God ritual, why isn't there a Namekian ritual? Anyway, I'm confident that if they did introduce Zalama into the Dragon Ball Super series, he would change everything as we know it. Don't take me out of context, he isn't going to turn Goku into a pig. What I mean is he's going to change the landscape of the God hierarchy, which of course will have consequences for everyone beneath them. Anyway guys, I would love to know your thoughts. Drop them in the comments section. How powerful do you think Zalama will be? Will he be more powerful than Zeno and the Grand Priest? Or do you think he'll still be weaker? After having a lot of requests to do collabs, I am seeking to do some collaborations with other Dragon Ball YouTubers. I had a great chat with Reel to Reel Productions earlier on today, and we should be doing a collaboration sometime soon. He's a really great guy. Make sure you check out his channel if you haven't seen it already. He makes some of the best Dragon Ball theories you will see in this community, I promise you that. But also, if there's any Dragon Ball YouTubers you would like me to do a collaboration with, drop your suggestions in the comment section. If you like my videos, guys, please lend me your energy and smash that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Here are some videos that I believe you'll enjoy if you haven't seen yet. Until next time, Ad Astra.